Hey, Social2582 coming back at you with another video, and today I will be reviewing a diecast. It's another IndyCar diecast. It's been a long while since I've done one, but this one, of course, I had to pick up because, of course, if you've seen my previous video, I went to the 51st Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach, of course, the 2026 running of the event. Had a blast. Pretty long video if you haven't watched it already, but it's great because it's just race car sounds and just kind of my POV of the event. Got to see lots of cool cars and everything. I had so much fun those 2 days. Even if it was just 2 days, had a blast. And I can't wait for next year. But of course, we're still talking about this year. And they had merch. One of them, of course, was this. So this is the IXO Modelcars 2026 Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach event diecast. Now, of course, this is a 164 diecast. They actually had, it's kind of a funny story, I'll get into that in a little bit, but of course they had this die cast all around the racetrack and the tents and of course the big convention center area, which the Lifestyle Expo. They had a bunch of these, and I'll talk about that in just a second, but just taking a look at the packaging because it actually looks really cool. IXO model cars, the new Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach logo for this year. And there's all their social media stuff and their legalese and the official IndyCar hologram sticker just to signify that it's actually official. So, of course, this is not the only thing I bought from the event. I didn't buy a t-shirt or hat or anything, although I did buy a new hat. This is the winner's cap from 2023. I wore this to the event, and it was filled with a bunch of pins, so all of them that I've been to. So, of course, 2023, 2024, I went there. Then last year, the 50th running. Then I got two more pins because they actually introduced two new pins. So, of course, they had the IndyCar and an IMSA pin. And, of course, I had to pick those up. And just on the side, I also have like a 1992 Paddock Club pin. Once I fill this up with pins, it's going to be pretty heavy. But, yeah, other than that, those are the only two things I picked up that was officially from the Grand Prix. Because now I think it's going to be a tradition, just buying a hat, or not a hat, a pin and a diecast, but let's not waste any more time and let me take this pretty cool looking car out of its box. Okay, cut the thing because like I said, I really like the package design that's on here. It looks really cool. I actually do enjoy the new Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach logo. It looks more colorful. Not to say I didn't like the old logo, I just like this one too. And getting this diecast out of its base, and wow, it actually feels a whole lot different than I remember last year's car. Yeah, let's see if my assumption is correct as we're gonna get our turntable here. Did they improve this? Oh my goodness, they actually did. Metal base now. Okay, okay, I'm actually gonna like this a lot. Because if you remember, if you were here ever since last year, or even hopefully before, which I'll be grateful for you actually sticking around for all this time, I bought the diecast from last year, and it was actually the first year they actually introduced these event-style diecasts, which I love by the fact that IndyCar is doing this now. It's kind of like NASCAR, where they just put the event logo on there and the year. Oh, this one doesn't have the year, but it has the event logo and everything, so I really love that. But it looks like IXO is actually improving because last year I was really concerned because of course we dropped the green light diecast license for IndyCar and they went to IXO models or IXO. I keep messing up the names here. And they look cooler, more detailed, but honestly the quality was not as good. But this year I think they'd actually be improving now because it feels so much heavier than last year's because it's metal base. The wings don't feel like they're gonna break. Oh my goodness, this is actually so much better. And then the metal base, I kind of left my greasy hands on there unfortunately, but yeah, metal base and metal body, and the wings don't feel like they're actually gonna break. It doesn't feel fragile. If this is how all the new IXO model cars from 2026, the Indy cars I should say, if they're all like this, they absolutely have the potential to actually become really nice. Even better than Greenlight. I'll say it right now. Even better than Greenlight. Because this honestly got me off guard. I was actually expecting still a plastic chassis and a metal body. Which I will pull out the one from last year in a little bit. But yeah, like I said, I guess going past the fact of that, this is actually a really cool car. You know, I don't buy too many Indy cars, unfortunately, and that's that I love IndyCar. It's just their selection is not as good as like per se like NASCAR. That they have a bunch of paint schemes and such. Here they only have maybe 10 paint schemes at most, or liveries of Indy cars you could choose from. And unfortunately, it's kind of a niche community. There isn't really too much, I guess, in the terms of liveries or even custom makers to make custom cars. But anyways, this diecast, like I said, was available at the tents and the merch, I guess, tents that are around the racetrack. And it's also available online. I think they're still available online. But the kind of funny story is that I went there 2 days, so Saturday and Sunday. And on Saturday, that was like my first priority. I'm like, I'm gonna pick up the diecast and the pins. They had the pins, but they didn't have the diecast. And there was like a little piece of paper, and I wish I took a photo of it, where they said there was a delay, and they said they might have it on Saturday. The problem was it was Saturday, so they still didn't have it. But then I went to go pay for my stuff at the front desk, and I just asked the employee if what was the holdup with the diecast or anything. They said, yeah, they probably had a delay of it, but they said the check back maybe at the end of the day or maybe later in the day. I was like, okay, that's cool. So I went out, got to see a bunch of different racing series. Then I don't remember what time it was. I don't remember what series was gonna run outside. I went back inside, and yeah, they had diecast there, and I was like, thankfully they did. So I picked one up. Of course, I had to look for it just to see if quality is better or not. And now I'm just bombarded, just surprised. Like, I don't think the box mentioned it was metal. Oh wow. Well, I guess I can't read. Diecast metal chassis. Yep. IXO or IXO. I'm sorry. I don't know how to say IXO. I said IXO last year, but man, this is gonna be so cool if they can actually improve like that. If they can really improve on that, they absolutely can do a lot more. But anyways, let's take a closer look at this diecast here. Now, one thing I wish they could improve on is the decaling. Decaling is not the best in the world, but it's okay, I guess. Even though I paid $15 for it, kind of the same as last year, but this is honestly looks a little bit better than last year. So of course we got the NTT IndyCar Series logo, Dallara, little paint chip. It's unfortunate. 2 Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach logos, the different colored, I guess wing inlets, if you want to call it that. No number, which is a little surprising. I would imagine they would want to put the number on there just to kind of signify the year. But if they have different liveries, then I think we'll be able to tell the fact, hopefully. So we have the nice, I guess, Long Beach logo that's underneath the text. So what you see there, it's on the whole nose. Got the aero screen. And all of them look like they've been cracked from there, but I think that's how it is. But yeah, when you get close up, it doesn't look the best, but it's acceptable, honestly. Got the nicely detailed Firestone tires with the wheels. It's both on both sides. Got an Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach logo on the side. It's all black with the yellow and blue, and then the white base. Got NTT IndyCar Series logo on the aero screen. We got the rear roll hoop, and then the onboard camera on there. Got the rear tires, a little bit thicker than the fronts, so you could definitely tell the difference there. We got a pole position NTT logo with that Firestone logo there. Got HRC Honda Racing logo on the rear wing. Got an IndyCar hybrid logo, which is interesting there. And on the attenuator, I believe that's what it's called. We got the rear wing, more of the design. Then on the rear wing, on top, got a Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach logo. And that's pretty much it. It works. It's simple. It's supposed to say, oh yeah, you got this at the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach in 2026. And here's the base. It's kind of leaving my greasy hands on there, which I apologize. But yeah, metal base. Really cool. And it's actually screwed on there, interestingly enough. Maybe that's how it was last year. I'm going to have to pull it out soon. And then here's the front wing, which definitely is thicker. It is definitely thicker than last year because it felt like you can actually bend this thing. Here, it doesn't, I mean, if you're hard enough, of course you could break it, but it doesn't feel like plastic. To me, it felt like it was plastic I don't know why. But yeah, and it rolls nicely. Yep, this is actually making me a lot more optimistic than last year. It was stuff that they could fix, and thankfully I guess they have been listening, or they've noticed that, oh, it doesn't look great, and I think people are complaining, so let's just fix it. That's great news. I haven't picked up the new because they had some 2026 cars, but honestly, selection's kind of mediocre, I guess. But I mean, I could buy all of them if I wanted to, but honestly, I just pick up the stuff I like, um, or whatever. So, of course, speaking of the Long Beach Diecast, I picked up the one from last year, which I reviewed a year ago now, which is kind of crazy now. Let me get this car out of its box, just to kind of show y'all, I guess, the differences. What the difference in 1 year could make. Just taking this one out, it feels lighter, so much more lighter than this one. This is definitely heavier than this one, and you could tell. Plastic base. The front wing. Yeah, let's see if we can do the difference there. Look, it's kind of bending. Like, it felt like, I mean, paint is definitely a little bit better, but even then, like, it feels cheap. Like, the metal doesn't even feel like metal. Well, this one, it feels like metal. Like, it feels nice. Well, this one, it kind of just feels like, yeah, sure, there's a little bit of metal, but like, it's all plasticky and such. And this one's also screwed on there. I'm just gonna have both of these on there because I like Indy cars. How could I not? And of course, it's from Long Beach, so how could I not? Of course. So of course, different liveries. Like you said, this one's the first year they're doing it. That's the new one from this year. Chrome wheels on that one as opposed to black from last year. Yeah, I mean, it looks nice, man. It actually looks really cool. You don't really see like the new winged Indy cars, which I love that they're doing now. Something Greenlight couldn't do for the 164s, I should say. I like this one. Oh, don't get me wrong, I still love it, but of course, I would prefer heavier and actually feeling nice in my hands. This one. I guess before I continue, let me show you the little collector box it comes with. So we got a nice Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach logo on the side, on the top. Then the bottom, you got the barcode, ages 15 plus. Then a bunch of legal stuff. The Long Beach logo on the sides, different colors, and then the back is kind of like the front. Yeah, it's simple, works. Of course, there's also the one from last year, just to show y'all, even though I already did a year ago. Yeah, pretty nice. Very, very impressed with the new what IXO is doing now. I absolutely love that they're improving. I did not notice that it was going to be metal based. Maybe it's just this. I would imagine all of them, because why would they just do it for a program or event diecast? I feel like they would do it for all of them, but I'll have to see if I pick up a new one, even though I actually did, but it's the one from last year, so I don't think the quality is going to be as good. But that's a separate video. So I guess that has been the quick review of the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach 2026 IXO diecast. Huge improvement. If you could pick it up, I would absolutely recommend it, honestly. So much better than last year. It still looks great, and they actually improved on it. Can't go wrong with it, honestly. You just can't go wrong with it. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe. We're trying to reach those 1,000 subscribers. I know we can make that goal very soon, y'all. And I'll see you next time. Peace.